Alright, what's going on, guys? So, for those of you who've been watching, I am on the quest for a new daily drive. As much as I love the big Falcon here, she's just too expensive to run on the daily, especially driving from my house to the workshop every day. So, I have been trying to find something pretty cool that I like, that's small and really cheap on fuel. And yeah, I've been trying to not spend heaps of money. Been looking around for a little while. Finally sort of found something that sort of caught my eye. And so we're on the way to go look at it now, and hopefully that works out. And we've got a new little daily, something that's pretty ironically hilarious and equally JDM fanboyish. And yeah, I don't know, going to be pretty fun to turbo and stuff, especially since doing that AE82 for Josh with the turboed 4H. Now I sort of really want something like daily front wheel drive turbo. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Righto, guys, so bit of a story time. On the way back down to look at this car again. Well, not look at this car. So yesterday we went down there, test drove the car. It was all sweet, but we couldn't really agree on a price. We couldn't really come to an agreement. He was still a bit unkeen, and so we sort of just left it and came home. He then messaged me last night, and we've now since agreed on a price and sorted some stuff out. So we are now on the way down to actually buy the car. So Adam's taking me back down today. It's a bit of a pain that we have to go down twice, but it's okay. At this point, I just really wanted to get a car sorted before little man sort of decides to make an entrance, which he still isn't here yet. It's 5 days overdue now, but well baked. But anyway, I just want to get this sorted before he comes, because after that I'll probably be housebound for like a few weeks. So I didn't want to have to be sort of ducking out and going and trying to get things and do things and have things sorted. So really wanted to get the car before then, which we are. We're going to get it now. So I'll give you a look around when we get there. So I was really just keen on something that I was gonna enjoy, but was small and cheap, and real cheap to run. So, you know, I was looking at things like Triple S N14 Pulsars with the SR20 VE in them. There's a few different cars I was looking at that were sort of ironically small, but kind of cool. And yeah, this is what we ended up buying, so I'll give you a look when we get there. So yeah, I was looking around at like Civics. I've had an EK Civic before, and I would really have liked to get an EG Civic. Quite like EGs, but just couldn't find any at a decent price that were a good deal, really. Yeah, I was looking around Pulsars, like I was saying, but they're all like 300,000 Ks for something that's around what I wanted to spend, and just not very tidy. You know, most of the Civics have all got either the classic clear coat peel or their autos, and just none of them really tickled my fancy as far as like a good deal for a nice clean car that was somewhat respectable and not just completely trash. So, you know, there's no way I'm going to drive around in a Lancer. It's just not going to happen. Things like a Lancer or Mirage, it's like,
why not, bro?
just no. Just no. There's no way you can make them cool. Even if you make them fast, they're not ironically cool. They're just trash. So anyway,
15.
It's 15. A few cool cars out today.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, so this is what we ended up getting. Righto, so we've picked her up. This is what we've ended up with. This is the little rig. Not bad, K11 Micra. What do you reckon, Adam? How does it look?
It's fucking pretty cool. It's funny as fuck. Your head sticks up like a fucking big ding dong when you're driving it too.
Oh, so it's really low Ks, this thing. It's only got like 70,000 Ks, so pretty clean, pretty happy with it. Seems to be driving alright so far. No problems thus far. But yeah, so probably end up turboed. Most likely, knowing me. We'll see how long, I don't know. I'm just gonna daily it for a while first and just see how it goes. And you know, eventually I might turbo it. I'll just decide whether I want to keep dailying it or not. My only real query is that it's actually going to be maybe too small to do the drive. It's a very long drive from my house to the workshop. It's not exactly the best road, and it's usually shared with, you know, road trains, cattle trucks, some very big vehicles. So I'm just a bit concerned that it may actually even just be too small, but we'll find out. Alright guys, so I realised you probably can't see it very well in the dark, especially like my phone seems to go and like wants to go into night mode and do weird stuff. So I'll give you another look in the daylight in the morning. So we'll see it then. All right, we're going for a Macca's run.
KFC.
Macca's. Oh, what?
Kentucky
Are we going KFC?
Yes.
I thought we were going to Macca's. Oh my god,
one.
that's so much further to drive. Oh, all right. Well, KFC run then.
Fat laps.
Fat laps in the Micra. Let's go for it. Oh, it's dark. No, nothing like a bit of dirty bird to break in the new whip, eh? Righto guys, I'll give you a look at this thing in the daylight and go over it a bit for you. Sorry guys, there's gonna be heaps of wind noise in this. There's not much I can do, I'm on my phone, so. It is hilariously small when it's parked next to the Falcon though. So anyway guys, this is the big rig. Yeah, pretty much. So I was looking around for something small, as I was saying before, and I wasn't too fussed on a micro specifically, but this thing popped up, and for the price and for how clean it was and for the amount of Ks, it's got as you can see there, 70,000 Ks. So you never really know with these old cars whether that's completely legit or not, but I got no reason to believe that it's not. But yeah, just for the price of any small car that was getting around, for how clean it was and how many Ks were on it, this was sort of one of the best deals going around. So this is what we ended up getting, which I'm pretty excited about, to be honest. It goes surprisingly well for what it is. Tiny little car. It's got little 13-inch dragways and everything on it. Pretty cool little stuff. A few little cool little additions to it. But yeah, pretty stoked for what I was looking for. It's gonna work fine. Righto, sorry guys, I wanted to film more of it while I was out there, but I just know the wind noise on my phone is going to be horrific. So I'll tell you more about it inside here. So it's just a 95 Micro K11 3-door. It's got the little 1.3 litre 4-cylinder, so it should be absolutely awesome on fuel. So yeah, as you guys know, after doing that A82, especially, I wanted to do something, maybe have a little turbo front wheel drive project. Not only that, I've been looking for a new daily for a long time. It's going to be nice and cheap on fuel. To run from here to the workshop pretty much, because the Falcon, as good as it is just sending me brakes. So that's what we ended up buying. So it's got a few little groovy add-ons. It's got like a white line adjustable rear panhard, because it was slammed. The bloke that owned it did have it slammed on Mark 1s. Looked really cool, but he's put the dragways on it now, but it's still got the adjustable panhard and a few other things in the back of it, which is awesome. So yeah, my plans for it at the moment, I don't want to go like throwing heaps of money at it. Like I said last night, I want to sort of just daily it for a little while first and see how it goes. But I do want to drop it like maybe 30 mil, which I can do just for springs. I don't have to fork out money for coilovers to do that. That'll get it sitting at a pretty good height, I reckon, on those wheels and tires. And yeah, pretty much a Boss kit and an aftermarket steering wheel, and that's going to be it for a little while, I think. It needs a timing chain kit. It's got the classic micro timing chain rattle, which is very common from them from what I researched. So I sort of knew that I was looking at that when I went down to have a look at the car. So it needs a timing chain, and it needs a clutch pretty soon, which I'm not too worried about at the moment, because I'm going to teach the missus how to drive manual in it first, and then I'll replace the clutch. But after that, eventually, if I do decide I want to keep it and a daily's all right, I do plan on turboing it. I've got two turbos. I've got the two CT12s off Rex's 1J, which we won't be using, which would be a pert liner, then would be a perfect size for that car. So it would just be a matter of making a manifold to suit a CT12 and using a CT12 on that little 1.3 and building a little turbo car. From what I've read, they are good for up to sort of 200 wheel boosted, which I probably wouldn't be interested in pushing it that hard, especially if I'm trying to daily it. But you know, maybe 140 horsepower, that would be, in that little car, would be pretty ridiculous and a lot of fun, and hopefully would not hurt too much and keep everything alive. So probably looking at going for a Haltech 550 Elite, because they're the cheapest pretty much aftermarket ECU on the market at the moment for doing that sort of thing that's going to run the car. So as much as I'd love to get a Link, the cheapest Link is the Atom, which by the time you price up the Atom plus an external map sensor, you may as well be going for the Monsoon. And you know, the Monsoon is quite a bit of a step or ahead of in price as far as compared the Monsoon to the 550. So that's pretty much the plan for the Micra, is yeah, just some lowered springs, get it sitting right, get it comfy to drive. It seems like he has not done an alignment since he lifted it back up, which is fair enough, but it does seem to be a bit sort of sloppy in the steering. So there's a few things I've got to look at there. I'll just have to get it to the workshop and go over it and have a good look at it. But apart from that, it's all sweet. So definitely needs a timing chain ASAP though. That's one of the first things I'll be doing with it. But yeah, it's 70,000 Ks. I would have expected that it was due for a timing chain, which it seems like it is. But yeah, it seems to be just like a really low K11 Micro, which I got for a really good price, and it's going to suit my needs perfectly. And from everything I can tell with the car, as long as I keep it clean, it's got a few marks and imperfections, a few scratches and dents here and there, but overall it's quite clean. The seats are a little bit stained, but you get that. But yeah, as long as I keep it clean, even if I put, you know, another 20,000 Ks on it, I should still get good money back for it if I want to sell it, if I decide I don't want to keep it. So I figured it was quite a good thing to snap up. So again, I was looking for probably something a little bit bigger that had a bit more road presence because of that drive. But yeah, the K11 popped up and it was too good of a deal for me to pass up, and especially for what it is. You know, they're pretty popular P-platers and that sort of thing. They've got a little bit of a JDM tax, which I don't particularly understand because I'm pretty sure they're mostly a European car. But anyway, that's none of my business. At the end of the day, it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's pretty much the deal. Is now I'll probably retire the Falcon from daily duties. I might keep it registered just as a tow vehicle for a while, and I may still turbo the Falcon. I still would like to turbo it before I completely retire it from service. But we'll just see how we go. Anyway, that's for another video, another day. But that's my new daily. Hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you look forward to the ironically hilarious content that's going to come with it. So cheers for watching, guys. Peace out. We'll catch you on the next one. Smash like, smash subscribe.